So this will be our last recording for this section. And what we want to do is talk about some of the protocols. Okay, so the Kyoto Protocol started in 1997, and 161 nations got together in Japan and wanted to look at slowing atmospheric warming and climate change. So it actually went into effect 2005 with 187 of the world's 194 countries ratifying it in 2009, but not the US. We refused. We said it would hurt our economy. 37 more developed countries agreed to cut their emissions of carbon dioxide, methane, and nitric oxide, 3 of the greenhouse gases, to 212 levels. 16 of those failed to meet their agreements. Again, the United States, not a part of it. All right, so in 2015, there was a new summit. The Kyoto Agreement was coming to an end. So there was the Paris Agreement. Now we have 195 countries met in Paris, again, trying to do the same things. What we're trying to do is keep the increase to only 2 degrees. That 2 degrees is really close to the tipping point. And so the idea was, this is what we're going to do. And each nation is setting a reduction amount. And then every 5 years, they would come back together and look at how things are going and maybe try to continue to reset goals. It went into effect 2016, 55 countries ratified it. Once again, not the US. We, as a group, have thought it's going to hurt business. Germany, China, and India are the target to meet their goals. So they will, probably. 2017, we announced that we will withdraw. And of course, that was Donald Trump, President Trump, who believes that it is fake news, it's a hoax. In the United States, when we pulled out, 365 large and small companies said that they are going to join without the United States, but we will not meet any of those goals. Without the whole country involved, it's just not going to happen. And so unfortunately, the United States is no longer even close. China is the global leader in climate change. Now that's fine if it gets done, but we have missed a huge opportunity. So we really need to remove 50 to 85% by 2050. We really need to make a huge difference. And it's unlikely. So this is kind of that adaptation part. We need to kind of decide, how are we going to do this? You know, we're going to have to look at how we raise food, how we move product, where we live, where's wildlife going to be. So we're going to have to start working at models and looking at different ways of doing things. And we're not good at that. And then we'll talk about there's hope. There's always hope. And in the 1930s, this chemical called CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons. Freon is probably the most common, the one that you would probably recognize. And it's used in refrigeration and air conditioning, along with some other uses. In 1974, they realized it was eating a hole in the ozone layer, increase in skin cancer, cataracts, things like that. So 75 to 85% of that was related to CFCs, they believe. So they went after it. And so the Montreal Protocol was 36 nations said, hey, we need to cut these emissions by 35%. And they did. And what they then did is continue to cut more, not just CFCs, but some other ozone-eating chemicals. And this was the most successful global environmental agreement ever done. So it's possible. If we all group together, we can make a difference. And with that, we will stop the share and stop the recording.